Hello everyone, this is our project called Just Chillin Freezer for the Integration and Design class at Colorado School of Mines.
So what did we have to do for this project? Well, the task at hand was to design and manufacture an off-the-grid refrigerator for use of storing and transporting vaccines. The system must be capable of maintaining freezing temperatures for a minimum of 24 hours without reliance on grid-based power sources, such as a power outlet. The design of the fridge must also be portable and have high energy efficiency to maintain remote or energy-scarce environments. As a result, the cooling system needs to be a balance of energy efficiency with temperature control to guarantee preservation of vaccines during transportation and storage.
For the project, there were 5 specific constraints that informed the design. First, a budget of $250 for all prototyping materials. Second, portability. The fridge had to weigh no more than 35 pounds and take up less than 1 cubic yard of space. Third, the fridge needed to run on off-grid or integrated power sources with power consumption less than 100 watts. Fourth, the fridge had to maintain freezing temperatures for at least 24 hours, preferably reaching a steady state at 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Lastly, the user had to be able to monitor and control the fridge set temperature, and with these constraints in mind, the fridge would then be considered a feasible and commercially viable product.
The freezer is fully controlled through a web app that allows the user to change the set point temperature for the freezer as well as the unit system. The freezer app can be connected to with a phone or computer, either directly or through a home Wi-Fi network. Additionally, the freezer includes real-time temperature plot to show how the temperature of the freezer is changing over time. Here the set point of the freezer is set to about 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the freezer reaches this temperature after about half an hour, the freezer maintains the temperature until the set point of the freezer is changed. The freezer was able to maintain this temperature while only discharging the battery by a few volts. When the freezer set point is lower, the freezer can reach temperatures as low as around 21 degrees Fahrenheit.
After around 30 minutes of operation, the following thermal image was captured, showing the temperatures inside and outside of the freezer, showing the internal heatsink at a temperature of 6.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Outside of the goal of maintaining a 0 degree Fahrenheit temperature, the prototype freezer met all of the requirements. The figure on the right shows the freezer maintaining a freezing temperature, with temperatures as low as 20.5 degrees Fahrenheit being reached. The freezer is able to operate off of batteries that can be recharged with the included car charger adapter, meeting the off-grid power requirements. The freezer met the efficiency goal of less than 100 watts, with the fridge only consuming 28.7 watts, meaning that batteries only need to be charged 6 times within a 24-hour period. The use of the freezer is intuitive, with it being controlled through a cell phone connection to the ESP's network. The LCD screen displays the current temperature. The portability of the freezer also met the constraints, with it weighing much less than the 35-pound requirement and being around a cubic yard in volume.
In the future, there are several upgrades that should be made to the prototype. First, to maintain lower temperatures, several heat transfer-focused upgrades could be made. Adding a separately controlled internal fan could mean less internal heat generation compared to the current one that is always on. Improving the insulation around the internal heatsink could also improve internal temperature. Using more efficient TEC modules could also improve the power consumption and lower temperatures. A larger lithium-ion battery to replace the current lead-acid ones would reduce the weight of the prototype, while improving the cooling capacity on one charge. Finally, improving wire management, adding wire coverings, and replacing the particle board exterior with a plastic material could all improve the cosmetics of the fridge.